Alright, so here today we're talking about the best items or best things to purchase from the Secretariat shop while this discount is active. Who should you go for and what should you do? I want to make a few things clear before this video begins, because why? First, we don't know what's going to happen to Goddess team. We don't know what's going to happen with the meta. We don't know what's going to happen because Melee has to get announced. Remember, it's a very smart thing they did here where they gave you an extra 2 weeks. It is great for free-to-plays to have that time to think about what they want to do. But also, if you spend early, it's like you're kind of like screwing yourself over because we don't know who's going to get destroyed out of like, you know, Oblivion, like just absolutely nuked. We don't know what's going to happen. We're all speculating it's Melee. With the latest leak, we kind of know it's kind of Melee. But is it Melee? We don't know that yet. So we'll have to wait and see. We also don't know how Melee's going to function. Is he going to be full-blown Demon team? Is he going to bring back Sin's team? Is he going to bring back Goddess team? Like where you can pair him up with Liz because, you know, her passive is also not restricted per se to just goddesses. So a lot of questions we currently have unanswered. So I want to make this abundantly clear. As of right now, I would just wait. I would wait and see when it comes to the costume sale. But if you're looking at the costume sale, like, what do I buy? What should I go for? Today, we're talking about the best ones. I just wanted to give my quick little PSA in the beginning here, but let's hop into it. Like and subscribe, helps out a ton, and let's check it out. First things first, one of the characters I will 1,000,000% be investing into will be Demon King. Why is that? This character is an absolute carry in Chaos Arena. That extra CC can give me some gems in the future, in my opinion, and he still is pretty good. You know, using logic here, if Melee is good, Demon King can't really, like, you know, not be there. In my opinion, they have to work together. So that's what I'm going to go for. Is it a fact? No. So do what you will with that information. But again, I do want to see what happens here. Demon King physically can't suck, you know, with Melee in a way. So I'm going to be standing on that opinion. But if it is the point where he sucks, I'll see then. But definitely for Chaos Arena on his own, this character is always there. He's very powerful. That's what he is, right? Tristan, more so, I don't know. I don't run Goddess team like that. If you do run Goddess team, you want a bench unit, that's this over here. There is a Latte also who has another bench passive. So it depends on who you're going for, what you're building. He does have some very cool cosmetics, right? So if you're just going for just cosmetic reasons only to buy the ones you like, for example, this is a really popular one, like among a lot of people. If you like this one, just buy it for Tristan. You don't have to, like, you know, rationalize every decision. Just go and do it. I just quoted Simpsons there, but again, you could definitely do that, all right? Just go for it if you want it. He's definitely good. That, again, being for a bench unit, but if you're running goddesses like that, do what you will. A Latte's there, which, you know, people say is just much better because when someone dies on the field, she just pops up, and yay, it works, right? Beyond that, you have this over here, which is Tyr. Tyr is another character. This is something that I will be going for, mainly because I do like one of the cosmetics here, being this one. And because of that, I'm probably going to just, you know, kind of get him, because still, for unknown team, I like Tyr. Tyr works for me. It makes sense. If you kind of believe an unknown team gonna, you know, keep making comebacks, Tyr's like a highlight in that. We don't know how long Tyr's gonna last for, but still, in Chaos Arena, in other content, he's still gonna be fine for me. So definitely a character that I will be looking into. It's a worth it one. It's an unknown team, right? Really, physically, can you lose on that one? There is Bon over here. I don't really know about Bon, correct? He's in like a dilemma where I still don't think he's like a good festival to run in PvP content. And even like Chaos Arena, I didn't see this guy once. So I don't know really what I should say here, but cosmetic wise, this is like one of the best cosmetics. Like, to me, this thing looks so sick. So maybe I just get this and that's about it, but I probably would look away from this one for myself. If you want it, you definitely could. Really, do you want the PvE related stats? Again, I don't know if I want that. But for human team, Roxy is something that I'm going to go for. I still use Roxy constantly in PvE content. And in PvP, she was good. She was good during Chaos Arena. And both against standard PvP with the Escanor team, she's still pretty solid. Sadly, the meta just keeps changing because you have Liz that might like one-shot the entire team. But, you know, still a very powerful character. But remember also, do you want the cosmetics when you can summon, theoretically, if you're getting the Christmas cosmetic there? But still very cool cosmetics for this character. So if you want them, still worth it. I don't think she's a problem. I think she's still pretty good. So do what you will with that information. If you still cope that Goddess team will not die off, I don't think they'll die off, right? But we'll see. You can still go and invest into Mael's cosmetics. He's still like kind of, you know, staple character to the team. You still need him, right? Liz doesn't like do everything on her own. It's still good to have Mael, so that is definitely there. Freya is there. More so not really a PvP character anymore, so like the CC might not be like the best thing to you. Definitely like in other content, she's more so shiny, but if this is a character you want to chase just because it's like, you know, cosmetic wise, you like one of them, you're more than, you know, welcome to do that and just have fun. But I really don't see her in PvP much like that often anymore. Unknown team is basically like Albedo now. Shalltear, Freyr, and like what G-Lane, right? That's like the main teams there. So definitely that's the case. This melee might get replaced, right? So what's the point even investing into this Purgatory melee? Because if he's just replaced right now, what's going to happen? More so, I really rarely use him in PvP, or PvE content. So for me, not really the best, but as time progresses, he gets a relic and anything happens, he's going to get much better. But also, when it comes to it, Chaos Arena, he will be a contender now, correct? Similar to Trader Melee, how he was working a while in, Chaos Arena. This Melee, when he gets lower and lower cost, per use, which is going to happen, he'll become a much better character. But again, it's if you want to do that, fully up to you. Like Escanor, sadly, he's not really good in PvP, so I don't know if it's like the best idea to chase his cosmetics per se. If you want to, still a PvE like god. But do you need the cosmetic? If that's a yes to you, just go for it. But PvP wise, the other Escanor just does much better. So don't know if anything changes where this Escanor will like shine again. But if he gets a relic, he's golden. But we don't know, right? We don't know what's gonna happen. There's that. But a bench unit for Demon Team, maybe you want it if that's what you're going for. Could be pretty powerful for that, and still worth it. So if you want CC for your Demon Team, that might be a consideration for you to kind of take and run with. We have Infinity Merlin over here. I don't know how meta, like, per se she is anymore, but, I still use her here and there. Again, it's like, I keep talking about Chaos Arena. I have to know, like, how my community thinks of this one. People hate that mode, so I don't know if I should keep saying that, but this character's used over there, right? Philo team was a team that was functional for a little bit, or just a debuff team in a way was functional. It's there, but, again, do you really need her for standard PvP? Kind of no. With the characters we have, probably not. Chandler, again, more so a bench unit, so if you have this as your bench unit, the passive will work for your Demon Team, so if you want to build CC for that, you definitely could. Zeldris has fallen off heavily because can't use Demon King and him together. If you want to go and invest into him, you can, but fully up to you. We do have Esterosa over here, correct? Again, I don't know what's going to happen. How broken is the Demon? Do you even need Esterosa anymore? Is Esterosa going to fall off? If those questions are, answered in your head, whatever that answer may be, run with it and get the cosmetic. Freyr, this year I will be buying Freyr's cosmetics because you clearly see his, relic is just 10 out of 10. And for PvP and other teams and whatnot, boosting and buffing and doing whatever is more than enough for me. So that's definitely a character that I'm going to be sort of getting. I think I just need one cosmetic from him, something like that. And then we're good to go, or two. I have no idea. I'll check, but that's there. We do have Liz over here. She does have her cosmetics on sale, but the new Liz is there. So do you really need this? Mono's there. Tarmiel, remember, he is a association character. So if you want to build your association, he's literally used on every single team. So if you want to go and do that, that is a fully functioning option, right? That is definitely the case there. So if Tarmiel is what you want to go for it. Yorm's a PvE character. She is a PvP character, but like, I don't know how much you'll see her in PvP. The Sins team was there. Don't know how good the Sins team becomes, but if you want to go invest in this character, definitely not a bad option. That is definitely there. You do have this one over here. You have another association-based character. Again, I don't think I've seen that many green Sariels being run like that. It's more so like a debuff meta in a way. So don't know if that's like the best idea also. Melee, this is Lostfin Melee. This is Trader Melee. Whoops. Okay. Trader Melee doesn't work in PvP anymore, correct? But again, he could get his relic. Remember, this year he could get his relic. And when he gets his relic, he could be broken. So who knows? We already have Trader Melee, or sorry, AM Melee and LV Melee have their relic. So if he gets his relic and he becomes good in PvP again, what can I tell you? King really isn't a part of Fairy meta, but if you want his cosmetics for PvE, you can do that. Magilda, again, a PvE character. If you want those like little stats to help you in PvE, could be fine for you. Do it. This DN is Creation DN or something like that. This is the Giant DN. So, oh, it's this one too. Yes, I was right. No, it's not. No, it's the other DN. No. So if you want that, fully up to you. Gother, he saw some play here and there. If you want him, he's not a bad character. He like runs on a lot of troll teams, right? So if you want to do it, you could do it. Easton, probably not. Like a brawl, like the Easton we're using right now is like a brawl Easton in a way, but this Roxy is better than that for a bench unit. So up to you. Brunhild, whether you use it on red Brunhild or green Brunhild. I mean, one's PvE, one's PvP more so. So up to you. This is over here for again Deanne, Cusack, kind of falling off. Margaret, if you want to go and build up your LR Margaret, if you are running that character in, per se, PvP content, which might be, that's there. She really, for me, has most cosmetics. That being, again, a Fundables one, that being a free one that we had, that being one of the Halloween ones I bought, so I don't really need anything for her. Plus, well, this account I have them all. But it's up to you. If you want to do it, you definitely could. Merlin, this is Truth Seeker Merlin, right? If you want to go and build your, Toxicity Merlin, you're more than welcome to. Again, a PvE character. Don't know if that's the best idea. Sigurd's falling off heavily. Bond, I don't really think so. Arthur, does this apply to Green Arthur? This does. So if you want to go and give your Green Arthur something, it could work. If you want to give him some cosmetics, if you're still using that, that human team, that definitely is a thing that kind of functions. You have Chandler over here. The team that is for Chaos Arena, by the way, I've seen like every match sometimes. It's Chandler and just Demon King. Just 2 characters for Chaos Arena, right? And it excels. It excels. So do what you will with that information. If you want to give your Chandler some extra HP to tank, up to you. This is like bench Zeldris. Again, not like nowadays, you don't really use him too much, but there might be some teams that he works on, so if you want to get some extra CC, that definitely functions. You do have the 2 or the 3 Hakanastos here. Merlin's, I don't know about that one. Definitely not. Probably not. Nanashi's still there, right? If you want to use him as a bench unit, which most people do, for unknown team, you might want to go and invest into his cosmetics because this character is far, far better now because, again, of his relic. So if you want to, definitely not a bad option here. This is something that on this account I'll probably take a look into for, again, unknown team's bench unit. It is pretty good. Better RAM, right? Remember that. So AMLE, depends if you want it. That could be an option too. There is a lane, right? This I think applies to the new lane. It does. So the new lane does get this, right? So if you're using that lane, there is that. The one Escanor, don't know about that one. Red Sariel, still in associations if you want to max out your association. Blue Tarmiel, if you use that, that's also there. None of these characters, unless this character gets an LR soon, which I'm done coping for, might be worth it in that capacity. I do back of the days where you used to build Ludo like that. Remember that? Goddess Liz. Don't know about that one. Yeah, I think like we're getting into the area. There is LV Melly, but again, do you want to build that? He is a character that is mainly, still, I don't think he's like the best, but he works here and there with a new Melly releasing. His use case is going to start falling, but again, there is always Chaos Arena. I don't want to be that guy because that does work. Human team, remember, now has this character buffing them. You kind of use her as the bench character. I don't know if Roxy has now surpassed her. This character gives raw basic stats. Roxy gives HP, right? So don't know which one's there, but if you want to go and use this for your human team, or you do use this for your human team, that is definitely an option. These characters, more so no. This Alate costume, I think this works for this one too, right? Yeah. So if you're building that goddess, correct, for, again, a bench unit, that definitely does operate for more CC. Death Pierce is gone, bro. Nowadays, you don't use him ever, but if it comes around to Chaos Arena and you want to, there is that. If your Escanor somehow doesn't have enough cosmetics, even though this guy has like the most cosmetics, you can always buy one from here. That's an option. There's another Arthur said we don't need. Gallon, dude, these characters, do you really want them? Unless you want to like look swanky, like for example, this is worth it, bro. Look at Twiggle, bro. Looking swanky, bro. But that's there. If you want to do that, you can definitely do that. Yeah, I don't know about these characters. No one uses red Gother like that anymore, or green Gother, unless you're doing attack disable, which, screw you for that one. Full attack disable team is just wild. You do have these cosmetics also back. So again, Sariel has one. Red Brunhild has one. You have this over here for, again, both Deanne and Melly. They have theirs. LV Melly, Bon, and then the one Escanor. You do have this one over here for LR Escanor. Keep that in mind. This again also for, this is the Christmas version for the one Escanor. So if you want to get in the Christmas spirit, that is there. A bunch of other cosmetics here. Again, another one for LV Melly. So if you want to go and, deck out your LV Melly, you can. There's some of these ones that are returned. They've been gone for a while. So for example, you might not, have them. If you want them, go for them. The Melaskin one looks really cool. If you like those cosmetics, you can go for it. It works on multiple characters here. So again, do what you will. Hell's cosmetics, sadly, are not on sale. So again, I can't go for them. And Elizabeth's are not on sale, so I can't go for them. So keep that in mind. All right, just a little bit of a guide talking about what character works, what character doesn't. Let me know who you're buying. I'm very curious. I try my best to give my opinions and the best thing that I can do, but I think that's what I'm gonna go for. More so, I'm chasing, you know, probably Nanashi, like, because I do run a lot of unknown team. Maybe Freyr. I'll definitely try to go for tier and finish his off, his costume sets off. And then who else? Demon King, correct? You know, for the demon support. I don't have a latte, right? So I'm not gonna go for any goddess character of that sort. Maybe Mayel, but again, I don't run goddess team like that, so for me, it's not like the best. But maybe just like the one costume for Bond, Roxy maybe. So I do have my characters. Let me know what you're going for. That's been it. Take care, everyone. Have fun, and peace out. Peace out.